Only in darkness can we see the stars. Welcome back to my self-love doodling and my sharing about great tips for self-love, so that together we will become truly wiser and happier people on earth. Happy person can change the world. Today, I would like to share with you my 3 steps to deal with suffering in daily life that I have learned from my Zen master. Step 1. Learn to know how to suffer. When we learn how to suffer, we will suffer much less. As written in the book No Mud, No Lotus by Zen Master Thích Nhất Hạnh, the Buddha was saying that if we can recognize suffering and if we can embrace it and look deeply into its roots, then we be able to let go of the habits that feed it and at the same time find a way to happiness. Suffering has its beneficial aspects. It can be an excellent teacher. When we are mindful, we are an observer about suffering, and we cannot be drowned by it. We could not get overwhelmed in suffering if we are practicing mindfulness at that moment. It could be as simple as mindful breathing, which is breathing in and breathing out, and you know clearly that you are breathing in and breathing out. Or it could be mindful walking when your whole body and mind are contributing 100% for the walking, enjoying every single step. Any kinds of mindfulness practices would have you suffer less right away, just like a magic wand. Step 2. Transform suffering into happiness. Once you could look deeply into the roots of your suffering, you understand yourself more, and the compassion for yourself will naturally arise. The compassion coming from deep understanding is the love from God, the love from Buddha, or the universe. That is the love that could heal everything inside you to take you to something that is much bigger than yourself or your suffering. That is the aspiration to live a life of an awakened person who will touch every person and everything on earth, including himself, with a wisdom of understanding and love. And that love is the lotus growing from mud. Step 3. Nurture happiness during our daily life. The Buddha never stopped practicing meditation even when he got awakened. That is because our joys and happiness are also impermanent. You cannot grow a tree and pick its fruits and then leave it without any further care. True happiness in life is such a blessing good seed inside your heart that needs regular care and nourishment. I myself nurture my everyday happiness by practicing mindful steps, typing a script for my video in mindfulness, or drinking my cup of coffee in mindfulness. These all mindful activities would always keep me well aware of the wonderful present moment I am having and shine my everyday with my mission of life. So we don't stop nurturing happiness because we always need more fruits in storms when we cannot go to water our tree. In stormy days, we will have enough wisdom to survive.
My fate just knocked at my door with you. My knees fall down into the floor. I wanna shout, I wasn't ready, but in the end, it's all on me. It felt too fast, and yet so slow. I was too young to watch you grow. Only when it's dark enough can you see the stars. I will love you forever to the moon and back. Only when it's dark enough can you see the stars. I will love you forever to the moon and back. You could have been the light of my days. From where you vanished, my sun is now lace. Till the sun rises tomorrow, watch my grief and hear my sorrow. Only when it's dark
And that's on about 3 steps I always remind myself to repeat again and again in my daily life, because suffering could be a big thing, but it could be just a tiny thing, like a wet pair of shoes in rainy days. Whenever I have a bad feeling in my heart, I practice mindful breathing so that I can stop, recognize, embrace, and then pick up the lesson or the message from my inner teacher. That ways help me to grow flowers day by day in my heart, and I couldn't feel more blessed to be such a happy gardener so far. Thank you so much for listening to my sharing and join me in this doodling. Lotus drawing always makes me happy and reminds me about how lucky I am to touch the wisdom of Buddha, to learn and to practice under his light. I hope you will have some helpful tips to practice for yourself, because we all know that we cannot have 365 happy and bright days during the year. Thank you, I love you, and talk to you very soon again in my next video.